My name is Arielle Manirakiza. I am from Burundi, Bujumbura, and I am a fashion designer. I learned about Centonomy actually a while ago. I think it was about 2015. I heard about it from a video by Caroline Mutoko. And at the time, I was facing some financial troubles and struggling and wasting my money basically. And and I was kind of looking for something to teach me how to better manage my money. So I saw that video from Caroline Mutoko, and then I started following Centonomy on YouTube, where I learned a lot of things from there. And in 2017, no, 2018, yes, 2018, I had just graduated from my master's, and I was looking for a job, but I hadn't found a job yet, and I wanted to go into business, but I didn't know much about business. So I was considering moving to Nairobi from Bujumbura to take the course. But then, right when I had made the decision to move, I then got a job and put it on hold, and I was like, okay, maybe sometime in the future, and then fast forward to this year, at the beginning of the year, I kind of left my job to start the business. And it was turning out to be really hard to manage. I didn't know much, and I was just I was just about done with the business, and I was like, maybe if I again try and move to Nairobi to take the Centonomy class, maybe it'll be okay. But then I was like crossing fingers because that was around April, and I was like, borders are closed, so I'm probably not going to be able to go. But I was still hoping, crossing fingers, that by September, borders will be open so that I can make the move and come and take Centonomy. I want to take Centonomy 101 and Centonomy Entrepreneur. So you can imagine my joy when I finally saw the Instagram post that said that you were. I
Class?
had several aha moments actually. My first one was during the first class. I think Washeke had asked a question about things we hear or that we tell ourselves or other people tell us, reasons why we shouldn't join business. And at that moment, I had an aha moment because I was like, there is no better moment. Right now, we have COVID, and after COVID, there will be something else. There's always going to be something um, to keep us from starting business. And I think at that moment, I was like, okay, this is it. We're actually, this is it. We're doing it. My second aha moment was, I think it was the following class with Sheba, with the um, who was it? It was the design thinking. Yeah, the design thinking. That one, it was an aha moment in the sense of realizing how wrong I had been going about my design process. It had always been about my me expressing my creativity, but not really taking into account my clients. And that whole design thinking class made me shift the way I create and make my designs. So it's what does the client want and need, and it's also kind of helped me start to tune in into what the client is saying. So now when I'm discussing with the client, I'm more in tune with what not only what they're saying, but what is it that they're not expressing with their words, but they still need. They're kind of saying, but not really expressing directly. So those were my two main aha moments. And then there was the finance class about pricing. Yeah, it was just an amazing class. It wasn't a hard it wasn't a hard class in that sense. I really did enjoy the assignments and the discussions with the peer groups online. I mean, on WhatsApp and all that. I kind of missed that one-on-one touch, but all in all, it was an amazing experience because you, you did accommodate for, you did take into account that it was online and that um, one-on-one was missing. So there was those elements that were added, like the raising hands, those time to have a discussion, even if it was short. Yeah, it was it was nice overall. The design thinking. So every single time I get a chance to talk to a client, I always kind of try to ask some of those questions. Whichever questions I remember from that process, I will ask. And the second one is the pricing strategy. Using that break-even point formula, trying to calculate back how to better price my um, clothing and my items. 100%. Um, yeah, it's been an amazing experience, especially for anyone who wants to start a business, because I did business school and I did take entrepreneurship classes, but I don't think I had that clear understanding of what it is to be in business until Centonomy. Like I don't think we ever touched about insurance, taxes. It's always what's your business idea, your business plan, but it hadn't gone as deep as this autonomy class does. So I would 100% recommend this autonomy class. It's a hard and lonely journey. Goodness, I'm finding, but it's also a fun one. It's it's scary. It's hard. It's tiring. It's sacrifice, but you have that one vision, and it's that, like, as as soon as, like, when you get that vision of that one thing that you want to achieve, that one business that you want to build, and you just can't get it out of your head, just do it. You know, you're gonna you're gonna push it aside. You're gonna give yourself reasons why not to, but just do it. At least try it. If it doesn't work out, then at least you can pat yourself on the back and say, at least I tried. And by the way, you always learn something. And entrepreneurship, I have come to realize, it's not a destination, it's a journey. Yeah, it's also a fun one. It's a fulfilling one. It's a spiritual one. It touches on all aspects of your life. It's beautiful and amazing.